Everyone. Today I'm going to deliver an inspirational speech by Stan Lee, given on UCL Extension's graduation ceremony at Keynote in 2017. Stan Lee was an American comic book writer, editor, publisher, and producer. He rose through the ranks of a family-run business to become primary creative leader of Marvel Comics, leading its expansion from a small publishing division to a multimedia corporation, which dominated the comics and film industries. So here I start my speech. I spent quite a lot of time writing a 25-page speech that I could give you. And as I looked at it, I said, what I want in this speech, so I tore it up. So I stand here now, defenseless, with nothing except to tell you, I think you are all great. The fact that you're taking the courses you're taking, you're trying to help, to add to what you already know, to make yourselves better workers, better contributors. And I think that's great. I think also that I'm not going to make a long speech, but I'm going to tell you, I was told to say an anecdote. Anecdotes are easy. So I thought to myself, what kind of anecdote can I tell these people who really have more important things to do? So I figured I'm going to tell you how Spider-Man came into being. It's a true story, although sometimes it's hard even for me to believe it. My publisher came to me and he said, Stan, I want you to come up with another superhero. So I said, okay, and I went home. I thought, what can I come up with now? And the most important thing in a superhero, at first, is a superpower. Once you get that, everything else comes along. So I thought, what power will I give a new guy? And I saw a fly crawling on the wall. And I said, hey, if I can get a superhero that could stick to walls and corners, man, that would be cool. So I thought that was good. Now I need a name. So let's see. Flyman, Mosquito Man, I got down to Spider-Man. Spider-Man. It just sounded dramatic. So, okay, I had my hero, I had his power, his name. And then I figured, just for fun, I'm gonna give him personal problems. Because except for you people who all your lives are perfect, but most other people have personal problems. And then I thought I would make him a teenager. Because there were no teenage superheroes in about that time. So armed with all that wonderful material, those great ideas, I ran into my publisher's office and I told him. This was his reaction, the reaction he gave me. Stan, that is the worst idea I've ever heard. First of all, people hate spiders, so you can't call a hero Spider-Man. You want him to be a teenager? Teenagers can only be sidekicks. And you want him to have personal problems? Stan, don't you know what a superhero is? They're gonna have personal problems. Well, I left the office, disappointed, but obviously a much wiser man. And I couldn't get Spider-Man out of my system. So we were about to kill a magazine, I think it was called Amazing Fantasy. It wasn't selling well and we were sending the last issue to press. When you do a last issue of a magazine, nobody cares where to put it because the book is dying. Just to get it out of my system, I put Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy, featured him on the cover, forgot about it. A month later, the sales figures came in, my publisher came rushing to my office. Stan, you remember that character we loved so much, Spider-Man? Listen to him in the series. Now, why am I telling you this? Besides the fact I have to kill it all the time. If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. That doesn't mean that every wild notion you come up with is going to be genius. But if there is something you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it. Because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do. And if you're doing it the way you think it should be done. And if you can take pride in it after you have done it, no matter what it is, you can look at it and say, I did it. I think that's pretty damn good. That's a great feeling. So don't let idiots talk about something you think is good. Just do your thing. Do it as well as you can. That's the important thing. Don't choke what you do. Give it your best shot. You'll be glad you did. Thank you.
Thank you, Mustansir. We enjoyed your speech. I did in the morning and I did it again. Thank you so much, MSB Bhopal.